Okay, guys, oftentimes I get messages from people um, requesting for some tutorials on designs, graphic designs. I've decided to start doing this once in a while to show you my design process and how to go about it. So for this design, let me see if I so for this design, this is just a simple church flyer design for a church which I want to share with you. Let me just mute everything. Yeah, so you can see I have my files and all that's well layered. So like there. Okay. All right, so you can see I have all that I need here. This is my background. Just check through. This is my background. This is the logo. This is the theme and every other thing included in that design. And this is a light place. Just let me switch. I'll be switching them off right now. So let's start with the light there, the theme, the logo, the image and the background. So I have an empty space. First thing I had to do is to make a research on the design. So I had a research what I basically needed for this design, since it's a prayer design. Right, then what I did was what you can do for designs like this is to go to a platform called Pinterest. Go to pinterest.com. So on your Pinterest, you can basically get design ideas or backgrounds or any other thing that you want resources for your design, right? But basically what I do from here is to get my resource, right? So just search for prayer background, church prayer background, church prayer flyer background, church prayer flyer background. You can see that you don't necessarily only have to search for backgrounds. You can get inspirations, design templates, design themselves and all that. But what I need here is the background, right? So you can see quite a number of backgrounds here that you can pick from, and of course inspirations, design inspirations and all that you can use. What I basically needed was a background, so I got quite a number of backgrounds, and what I do is just click on it and open a new tab like that on some backgrounds that might interest you. Then once it is loaded, you just go there and you click on it and you save it. So let's say, I think the network is a bit, yeah. All right, so you just left click on the 3 hamburger sign and you download the image. The same for all other images that you downloaded, right? Then you check through the backgrounds and you select whichever one works for you. So for this stuff, this is just a background. This is a background I downloaded. Right, this is the background. So this is the background I decided to go with, and I also had this background I also had this background that I made use of. So just to add a little bit of effect to my background. So you can see I added this and I added my background. So what I did on this background is to make that effect behind my background. So on my main background, I just added a little bit effects. What I just did is to, what you do is to just go through this and just see whichever works for you. For designs, you just have to test all these, right, to get what best works for your design. So for this design that I did, it was linear light that I made use of, and yeah, that basically gave me my background. And I was able to resize. You resize your background. You can see if you're using Mac, myself just use Command T. Yeah, Command T, then resize. You get resize to fit what you need, right? Then now I need an image to basically I need an image. So I made use of an image like this just to show that prayer posture, and you get what I'm saying, right? Just to add that prayer feel and human feel to the design. So basically this is the image. Alright, so this is the image, right? And what you need to do is get your image like this. Then depending on your Photoshop, right, you just select you go to select, and on your select you see select and mask. So that's the feature I use. There are several ways to go about it. Sometimes you just use the download the remove.pg background, remove.pg, and there are other features, right? So but this is the feature I made use of. Basically I just select and mask, then I select objects. So you select your objects, and once you select your object, you wait for it to Photoshop to do its magic. You can see that we now have a clean background. Yeah, so just to refine your feather a little, just work on your pictures a little, smoothen it a little, then they are good. So we have an image without a background right now. What was all this? I think there was an error there. Select a mask. Select objects. The subject rather. Then press OK. So with that, we have our image without the background. What you can then do is to position to fit wherever you want to have it. But for me, I just add it in the center, and just to add some kind of effect to it. So I have my logo for the church, depending on what you're designing for the church. So I have the organization logo. Added it. The logo. The logo was. So yeah, here's the logo. So what I just had to do is to do a color overlay. You come to your effects right here, then select color overlay. With your color overlay, you can change it to either white or black. You are not allowed to use any other color, either the brand color, the white, or black, right? So for this design, I had to just make use of black so it can fit on my design. Then just centralize it and you're good to go. Now what I needed to do was to work on my teeth. So I tagged all these themes and I just grouped them up on the theme. Basically instruction for the design, right? So it's a prayer events and just such praise. For me, it can be very hard for you to select the font that you want to make use of. Right? So what I do previously for most of my designs, as soon as I find a font that really makes sense to me that I can make use of for a design, I just favorite it. So that's best way for you to go about it. So you see right here, see right here that I have lots of fonts, right? Lots of fonts to choose from, and choosing the fonts to work with can be an headache for you. Can be an headache at the moment, right? A lot of times it's always an headache going through thousands of fonts just to select which works. So after I might have used up, or after you might have made use of a font or previous designs or something like that, what I just advise is to click here and you favorite the font, so that for subsequent designs you just favorite like that. Yeah, for subsequent designs you can easily just navigate to your favorite here, the start button here, navigate to your favorite and you select the font you want to use, right? I think I made use of Bocento font, right? And yeah, we're good to go. It's just a very simple church flyer, prayer flyer design, nothing big about it, right? So question now is, how did I come up with my color combos, right? What I just made use of, or there are several ways for you to decide which color combinations you are making use of, right? But you want to ensure that you are following the design principles that talks about contrast and also color, right? Then what you can also do is to just click your color and use your eyedropper tool. Use your eyedropper tool to check through your backgrounds and select one color that is visible on your background. You see, I have this color right here, I have this color right here, I have this color right here, right? So those are ways for you to just go about choosing the best color that you can make use of in your design, right? For your fonts, for just color combos, right? Those are ways. There are several ways. I'll advise that you read up on color combinations and all that, right? So, but what I basically made use of is your eyedropper to select a color on your background that is that will give you the contrast feel from your background. The background is white, so we need a color that will be sharp, or be bright enough on the white. So that's it. So we have our colors and just add the details of the event, right? For you to get the feel behind the text right there, what you just click on is your FX. Click on FX and you go to stroke, right? So just work on stroke to give you that, you get that color feel. So it depends on the concept you're working with. But that's basically how to go about it. Right now we want to add a little bit of light, flare, add some flare, make sure that it's a little bit attractive here and there, and bright light and all that. So I have some flares that I make use of on my store, but what you can also do is to go to Pinterest and search for some flares, right? You can just search light flare, you can see these are several flares that you can download, right, and make use of. Just open them, same format, open as many as possible, that you believe will work for your design, right? Then save it the usual process. Click on the hamburger tool, then download the image, and you are good to go. I think this is the file I made use of. So then download image and you're good to go. Download all others also, same format, same way. Right, so what we do here is you bring in your flare and you kind of work with this. So most times what we make use of is screen light, screen overlay, maybe soft light. Most times it's always screen and lighting. Well, you get the feel. So work with screen. Now you have your lights. You have that light effect a little bit. You can see turning it up so you see the difference, right? You just observe this place and you see the difference. So just duplicate as much as possible, then just look for positions, we position them here and there, and you are good to go. So that is the end of this design flyer. So let's see of this design flyer, and we are good to go. Now you have a very nice prayer flyer that you can present for your church. You can decide to charge as much as possible for this, and trust me, it doesn't have to be on Photoshop. You can make use of Canva, you can make use of Pixel Lab, you can make use of any other tool that The best thing is just to understand the concept of design and principles of design. So check through the comment section. I have some resources that will take you through designs, right? There should be a video on this course that takes you through the principles of design, and there should be 1 or 2 courses here in my comment section or in the description that will take you to some courses that you can get on graphics design. Some of my affiliated courses, which I can guarantee you will really work for you. And if you are planning to also take graphic design as a professional skill, these are things that you need to learn, right? So check through the description below and you see quite a number of tools that I have attached to this video, right? What you also want to do as a professional designer is to not only give your graphic designer is not only to deliver this as a as a social media design. You need to also ask your client what they need the design for, the purpose of the design. For me, you can see that I have the screen design. I have the screen design because it will be projected in the church, and this can also work for outdoor signposts, banners, and all that. It all depends on what the purpose of the design, the goal of the design, and what they want to use it for, right? So if you check through these 2 designs, you see that I had to manipulate a little bit, move some things here and there just to ensure that my social media design fits for the screen design. And that is the end of this video. I hope you've been able to learn 1 or 2 right from this video. Thank you. Go through the comment section. I have some resources that will help you solidify and be more professional in design. Right, on to the next video.